What's going on YouTube? In today's video we are going to discuss my latest golf tournament, college golf tournament. It did not go to plan, clearly. It just wasn't good. To give you some perspective, in the practice round I did not play that well, but I still shot like 1 under, so it's not a very hard course. Go out there day 1, shoot 4 over. I didn't even hit the ball bad. I just had like so many 3 putts, it was unbelievable. So I get out there today, start off extremely bad, 2 bogeys in a row. Then I make a double, so I'm 4 over through 3. Mentally, I just got in my head and instantly it started to translate into bad golf swings. This is exactly what you should not let happen, especially in tournament play. If mentally you feel yourself being a little unconfident, get confident. I don't know what you're going to have to do that because clearly I don't know. But I need to figure out something because clearly, in the footage you're about to see, my swing is awful right now, and it's mainly just because of pure lack of confidence. It led to bad tempo, bad swing plane, bad rhythm, whatever, timing, you name it. Hips were flying way too fast, whatever, like all that stuff after I watched the footage, not good. Anyway, I was 6 over, or 5 over, no, I was 6 over through 5 holes, and then I was 7 over through 8 holes. I ended up shooting in the high 70s, so that's about as good as I could have done with how bad I actually hit the ball. Like, I was hitting out of the wrong fairway pretty consistently. Yep, let's roll the footage. All right, par 4, hole 7. This was my 3rd shot, starting hole, shotgun. Ended up making a bogey on my first hole, hole 7. And then, guess what? Yet another bogey on hole 8. I'm going to be moving super fast with this commentary because I don't have enough holes to actually move along with the commentary. Here's hole 8, obviously the bogey we just discussed. Moving on to hole 9, I ended up doubling that hole, so that's pretty cool. Hole 10, actually parred this hole, which was pretty dope because I hit the fairway and then air milled the green from 70 yards, so made that nice little 20-footer for par. Ended up hitting it OB on this hole, or into the tall grass, couldn't find the ball. Made double on that hole, which was hole 11. Hole 12 here, hit the green. I was around maybe 25 feet from the pin or 20 feet from the pin. Actually 2-putted for once in my life from that distance. Obviously, I'm going to show this putt because those didn't tend to go in. So that was a pretty special moment when I made that 3-footer. Moving on to hole 12 or hole 13 here, I'm actually kind of lost at the holes. Yeah, this is hole 13. Actually parred this hole, which was pretty cool. Ended up 2-putting yet another maybe 17-footer. This one almost ran off the green. It just wouldn't stop rolling. I was extremely surprised to actually make this 3-footer coming back, obviously considering I hadn't been making many of these the whole tournament. Moving on to hole 14, absolutely pulled my tee shot. Par 3, pulled it 55 yards left of the green with a 7-iron in my hand. Absolutely insane. Actually made bogey there. Moving on to a par 5, hole 15. Hit the wrong fairway and made birdie because, that's how I play golf apparently. This is my up and down for birdie. Hit it to about 3.5, 4 feet maybe. Pretty cool to actually make one of these putts. Obviously, I'm a little surprised. I skipped hole 16 because I didn't hit any good shots or even remotely decent shots. Hole 17 here, hit the fairway, had about 60 yards into the green, knocked it to about 3 feet, and what do you know, I actually missed this putt for birdie. So that's pretty cool. Obviously made par here. Moving on to hole 18, which would be, I don't even know, like my 12th hole of the day, not 100% sure. Hit this 3-wood all right. I was just aiming a little left because I had been pushing the ball pretty consistently, so hit it. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I was saying, but I was basically saying get in the bunker, that's perfect. Typically whenever I hit bad shots, I say something sarcastic and twirl the club almost 100% of the time. Moving on to hole 1 here, which would be like my hole 14 or something, I don't even know, maybe 13. Ended up parring this hole, pretty cool. Had 88 yards into that green and missed the green. Hole 2 here, hitting my 3rd shot into the green. Hit my driver, straight up pulled it into the trees, bounced out short of the fairway, came back like 50 yards, hit my 2nd shot all the way over into hole 1's fairway, and then that was my approach shot from hole 1's fairway into the green, so I made a solid bogey right there. this hole 3 here ended up making par. Pretty cool, actually. Making pars is pretty fun. So after I make this putt, we're going to move on to a par 3, which happens to be hole 4. Pulled my 7-iron straight left yet again on another par 3 and got a pretty miraculous up and down, to be honest with you. That was a pretty tough flop shot. Hit it into the wrong fairway yet again on hole 5 here. Airmailed the green and got up and down for par. So my chipping was actually quite good in today's round. That is one positive I can take away. Everything else off the tee, not so good. Mid-range shots, all right. Long-range shots, just not good. So all in all, a terrible round off the tee and long irons. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Guess what? There's going to be so many more videos to come. I'm trying to upload every single day. Obviously, that is not going to happen, so I'm not going to make that promise, but I'm going to try as hard as physically possible. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. If you did end up liking this hat, guess what? You cannot actually buy it. You can't buy any of my merchandise yet, but there will be pullovers, t-shirts, whatever, you name it, you know. That's completely up to you, but that's going to be hopefully dropping in around like friggin' 3 weeks. That's the plan. But, you know, at the same time, clothing line, merchandise, whatever you want to call it, that's completely up to you if you want to support me with wearing whatever. You get the point. I'm not going to promote myself. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, peace.